See? Listen. Or, I guess he doesn't say it every time. But we're back to the beginning. Here's listen.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Where were they?
Just a matter of time.
Oh, what to do next? There's so many things to do, and so many different paths now that I'm like, oh, where to go from here?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a
2,
living
8,
soul
4, 5.
anywhere. Could he really be? Stanley was in such a
Yo!
rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Never!
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Calming New Age music. Zen. Just relax, everybody. We're here to relax and chill
Feeling
out.
soothed and rejuvenated,
Excuse me, I was
Stanley
listening
calmly
to that.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
Fine. Sure. Whatever you say, man. My music vibes have been knocked off the scale. Now you want me to go in here, talking all like you is, you know, as one does. Come on. Alright. Let's go. We're gonna take the escape route.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nah. Bye-bye.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't care. Death or none. I got it. Escape.
The door behind him was not
Escape.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I could. You see, I could.
At this point,
But I
Stanley was
prefer the
making
creepy
a conscious,
hallway.
concerted effort to walk forward
Yes.
and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Death awaits. And here I come. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. What's in this door? What could it be? Let me see. I fear no death, says Alex. There's 200 deaths in Minecraft. Oh, and I fall even more. Whee! I'm alive, bitch. Oh. I'm on a roller coaster now.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Can I escape?
So he
can I
resigned
get onto...
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Can I can't jump. No, I can crouch. What if I crouch? I win.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, it doesn't look like that happened. Yeah? The Stanley Parable. Can I just walk closer?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back
Would
in
it?
his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
These are just big words. Oh?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making
Is
life
this a
the
rat
same.
maze?
Do you see now?
Office
Do you see that
layout.
Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Corridor. The pacing of the opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in good time. The 2 doors. Oh. The credits? Yo, we found the credit scene. Found it. Guys, we did it. 2013 team. What about the new team? Yo, doors. What? Button sounds. Woo. Okay. Beep beep. Bitchy. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. The office. Now we can either go down that way or down that way. We're in a museum. The Stanley Parable Museum. Maintenance room. The copy machine. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. Yes. Hello. From Pixel Sith. Subject, dear narrator. Dear narrator, how do you stay in shape? Sincerely, Michael the Rock Are you gay? I mean, I think so. Maybe. Who knows? Could we go to that? Oh. Dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Stanley game as a work of art and as a standalone title. I appreciate the credits given to the art, which is why I'm eager to... I was reading that. From Cameron. Dear narrator, will the Stanley Parable have an infinite quests? How many endings? This Parable is really going to let you go shopping. I hope it will have a fine selection. How do you make JRPGs? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Between a duck and what? Okay. How is the games? How is the game going? I hope it's good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Are these real people writing in? Oh. Are you a rock? I don't think I'm a rock. Could you tell what the significance number of 1112,800 is? What is this strange number? Anthony W? Aqua? Well, asking the narrator. Well, the thing I want to know is, would Stanley entered how many rooms? Is this a drink? Yeah, it's water. For instance, on a scale of Max to Salvador Dali, how surreal would the game be? Woo! Drink! Wow, congratulations. In line of our previous announcements regarding the ongoing promotion, here's the results. Attached file. There's a lot of these. Greetings, humorously small badge. Holy damn. Okay, there are a lot of these. What are these? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. Whoa! Use these further promotional material. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are the section of those emails. So these are actual materials. How do you type with boxing gloves on? What the lights in the control room do? I really want to know. Interesting. Hello? Yo! Models! Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. First one created in November 2011. Second March, February. Okay. Dude, we're just in a freaking museum at this point. Game design mock-up. Cool. This is breaking so many fourth walls. Chains. Hello? Countdown desk. Where am I going? Office clock. Yes. Very much a clock.
It's the kind of thing you pick up on in shoot. Now look closely, Stanley.
Oh.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake.
Is
it's
it?
the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. When Stanley came to you, being you, you'll probably spend the next...
Recorded dialogue for the first entire game roughly 3 separate times over. These are clips from early takes. Oh,
I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing?
Interesting.
Does that sound plausible to you?
Does that sound plausible to you? That's cool that they just have like all of his unused lines in there. Yeah. So we're gonna have the narrator just say shit. That's a cool room. Okay. Can I go up and down this thing? No. Ooh, what's this? Levers. Rat mazes. Zending levers? These levers were originally part of the Zending. I want it. I want it. What is this? The game is now paused. Oh, a pause menu. Okay. Door number 62. Hello? Oh no. The apartment timer. Oh, thank God. I was like, what happens when it hits 0? The office. Office supplies? Dude, this is just... Oh, wait. Okay, we're back around here. God, so confusing. Okay, we went in there. We've got... Holy damn, which way have I not gone? Down here? Oh, but that's the exit. Have I explored? Yeah, okay. I'm done here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
I'm gonna turn you off.
How they both wish to be free.
Okay, lady. Goodbye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I guess you're not off yet.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I asked you to shut off. But you know...
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Uh-oh.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop
but
now.
I don't...
It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let...
Yeah, I could just hit quit to main menu.
Time choose for you. Don't let...
Time chose for me. Oh? The end is never the end is never the end. And we're back again. God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
A lot of
Stanley decided
things.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep. The meeting room is where everyone is all the time. They're always having meetings without me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yep.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't do that actually. I went down the stairs. To this red light specifically. What the? Oh, it was just those. I'm gonna hide right here with this note that says something cool that I cannot read. Hi, Leanne, something like that. Fire hose. A broken down car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yeah,
he might be
the boss could be angry.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. Right. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I am crazy. I'm going in circles.
Blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And
1, 2,
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
No, because the car wasn't there.
Himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
it's
he came to the
surreal.
conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!"
Oh?
he yelled. This is
all
all
a dream. Obviously. We
What
knew
a
this.
relief Stanley felt to have
From day
finally
one,
found an answer,
we knew we were
an
dreaming.
explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Oh.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he
Not
thought
yet.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Well,
I
yeah.
may as well
Real life
enjoy
work
this while I'm
sucks
still
sometimes,
lucid.
you know?
So, he imagined himself
Onwards
flying
we go,
and began to gently
finding
float
a
above
way
the ground.
through.
Then
Float
he
above-
imagined
oh.
himself soaring
Oh.
through space on a magical
Yo.
starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
Yo.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How
Starfield.
was he remaining so
Playing
lucid?
Star Fox 64.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's
Whee!
mind. One he was amazed he hadn't
Away.
asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Why?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
You are
I'm
particularly
dreaming about a voice
strange.
describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Yes.
And while he
Why
thought
would
it all
you ever
very
be
odd,
thinking
and wondered
that,
if
Stanley?
this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving
Or
himself?
was I?
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Sleepy
Stanley
baby.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
You don't know that.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew
true.
for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was
turn
in fact a
around?
dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Interesting.
This
How
voice was a part
would
of
you
himself
explain
too.
that,
Surely,
boys?
surely, if he could just... He would
Oh.
prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I
that
am
this
in
was a
control.
dream.
Look at me go.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake
He
up.
felt the cool weight of
Wake
the
up.
blanket on his skin.
Wake up.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one.
Oh,
Let me wake up.
Yeah,
thought
let me
to
wake
himself.
up.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
I want
I want
to
my
wake
apartment
up.
and my wife and my job.
He has a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
The way it was.
My life is normal.
I
I
am
am
normal.
normal.
Screw normality.
Everything will be fine.
Let's tilt back in our chairs.
I am okay.
I have anxiety. Well, that didn't work. And away we go.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Please.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
I am
can someone
real.
tell
I'm
me
a real boy.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
And everything went black.
Event. And blackness.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella. Excuse
Mariella
me.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
It looks
She
like
would soon
Stanley.
turned to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone
but
knows what crazy people look like.
how do
And
you
in that
know?
moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Wow.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Wow.
It was
Thanks.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Well, I'm glad I
Then
could
she
make you
remembered
feel
the meeting
better.
she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no
Wow.
time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body,
Is he dead?
and then she turned and ran.
Oh, okay. She just ran, screaming, flailing in the air. Wow, dead man! Dead man! He's a crazy boy!